posed and perhaps feel something. If it evokes something in you, good, bad, ugly, and different, then it's done its job for you. Could be a different thing that it evokes in someone else, but that's what it's all about. For the creator, it's probably more of a release than anything, or perhaps they're intentionally trying to evoke something. But there's a lot of what's supposedly great art that doesn't move me in any way whatsoever, and I don't even worry about that. I don't decide for myself that it's bad. I just move on to the next thing.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. With that said, is there any ending remarks or anything that you would like to say to any aspiring artists?
Work. All your answers come from doing work. You don't hardly ever need to go beyond yourself for your answers. Sometimes if things are feeling muddy, you get clarification by talking to someone else, but for the most part, all the answers come from work. Work begets more work, and it's the only way to travel and to grow with what you're doing is to do more work. Because you teach yourself, you inform yourself.
And that's some of the wise words from Babette here at the Bakehouse Art Complex. Where are you at?
Thanks much. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. This is Zach, and we're here at the Bakehouse Art Complex with Lynn Libby. Lynn Libby, how are you doing tonight?
Great. It's been great having all these visitors, and they've been so appreciative of the artwork. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel energized to do some more work. It really does.
So are you saying that you feed off a lot of these energies that the guests bring?
Yes, yes. It's exciting because usually I work in here by myself, and I get excited about my artwork, but it's kind of nice to have other people come in and say, oh, I just love what you're doing, and so I get more excited about it and more confidence in it. So they give me confidence. They really do.
With that said, I really do love what you're doing. It makes me feel so calm and warm in a way. What inspires some of your artwork?
We live on Key Biscayne, so I watch the sky and the clouds and the water all the time. I really do. It's kind of like that's my job, to watch the sky and the water. And I've lived in New Jersey near the ocean, and so all my life I've lived near the ocean, and that's the thing that I care about the most. So whatever that I care about the most is going to be what I do best in my artwork. Best in my artwork are what the things that I love, and that's what it is. So, and in here in South Florida, it's very humid. So because it's humid, the colors of the water and the sky bounce off of each other, and so the colors you see in the water, you still see in the sky, and the colors you see in the sky, you also see in the water. And because of the humidity, the colors pretty much hit everything, and there's a touch of all the colors in every part of the painting. And these are done with the soft pastel chalks, and they're done on black paper. Oop. Oh, well, it wasn't that. It wasn't my drawing. So anyway, and these colors are they're really, really beautiful. Very strong, very beautiful, and they're under glass, so you can't smear them. But when you put the pastels on, you can see every single color. Oh, sorry. You can see every single color, and it doesn't just melt together. Like in nature, you don't ever see just a plain color, one whole color the same. It's always different colors in nature. So I think that the pastels help make things look more real, more like nature, and not artificial. And these are, because they're on black paper, you can see the black coming from underneath, and it pops out the colors. I mean, they always pop out, like in this one too. Yeah. You can see all of these colors. Yeah.
And I've noticed that although a lot of these pictures are similar, like the color choices and the detail are different in their own way. What goes about the choices of colors and different textures and things like that?
It's pretty much instinct. It's pretty much instinct. In fact, when I'm working on something, since I'm self-taught, when I'm working on something, I instinctively choose colors. I test them out. See, there's a little piece of black paper over there where I test out the colors to see what it's going to look like. I just go by instinct. What type of blue I want near this, what type of red I want here. I have an idea before I start what I want it to look like, the effect I want to get, and then as I work on it, it's like I'm trying out colors, I'm trying them on here. Once I get working, I get focused on it, and it's instinct, or it feels like instinct.
Is it something that you felt from your childhood, or?
Well, it's something I was interested in when I was in grammar school, you know, like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And then I like to draw black and white, mostly, with pencil. And then when I copied greeting cards and that kind of thing, and everybody made a fuss over me. So that was something I was good at, that you know, I know was shy, so other people made a fuss over me for doing it, so it heightened my interest. So, but then as an adult, I really wanted to get very good at it. Not mainly for attention, but mainly for producing things that I really like.
Yeah, and which others like too.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you would like to say as in maybe a word of advice for any aspiring artists or anybody that's, you know, viewing this?
That if you're an aspiring artist, you need to have your own vision of things, and I think you need to be doing colors, subject matter, and styles that you love. Because if you love it, it's going to turn out well. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed your work.
I enjoyed it very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Only at Bakehouse. All right, this is Zach, and we're here with the guest of the Bakehouse Art Complex that just purchased her piece of artwork. Please tell us about how you enjoy the Bakehouse and what inspires you to come here and stuff like that.
It's wonderful because the whole point of it is networking, and you're seeing great art from wonderful artists. For example, I got this. This is Lynn Libby. It's beautiful. Just look at all of her stuff. This is what you're missing out. So you need to come out and enjoy.
All right. Couldn't said it any better. This is Zach again, AIMIU, and we're here with Alexis. Am I correct?
Yep, you got it.
And painter, photographer with some pretty amazing artwork. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Well, my name is Alexis. I was born and raised in Cuba. Most of my photography right now it's Cuba oriented. If you go outside and you look at the new stuff as well as some of the old stuff, it's all Cuban photography. And then I just started a new project, which is all made out of like cereal for the kids. Yeah, kids in needs as well. So 30 or 40% of the profits go to kids in need, and as well as all of my stuff. So,
where do you get the inspiration or the feel to do these type of things or this type of work?
Out of need.
Out of need?
Yeah.
Where does this root from?
Like, we have everything. A lot of kids don't have nothing, and they need to eat. They need to drink. They need to do the normal things that we do every day. They don't have it. So most of my stuff, it's all out of need.
Could you elaborate your message for some of those that may not comprehend what you're talking of, for your message that you want to bring?
All right, we eat every day. A lot of kids don't eat every day. So whatever I sell, I give a percentage to the kids that need to drink, need to eat, need to live, period.
So when it comes to your artwork, I see a lot of vibrant and a lot of fun feels. What is your making your art like one of the funner things of your life or your day?
Absolutely.
What would you say is the best part?
Making it real.
So does it all start with the idea, then you just come to that step, or is it just, you kind of just go with the flow?
Go with the flow.
Yeah?
Most of it. But most of it, it's not just go with the flow, it's go with the need. Like I said,
yeah.
You need to feed these kids. You need to teach them. You need to give them something to drink, something to eat, something to live, something to dream about. So this is where it goes.
What do you feel that the viewers would be able to do to contribute to the same cause?
I would say buy my stuff, and whatever goes, it goes to people that need it.
Where specifically is this going?
it's going to the people like in Haiti, in Cuba, and places people say that, you know, kids are just hungry, period.
So I see that you're more of a heartfelt person, that your artwork isn't just because, you know, you want to sell anything, it's because you want to give back. And I feel that a lot of artists, well, I'm not going to say a lot of artists, but there are some people in the world that kind of don't have that same feeling, and that is a real genuine feeling. Like, how does that make you feel?
That's just the way I am. Doesn't make me feel anything. That's just the way I am.
Yeah, I like that answer. I like that answer. Well, is there anything else that you would like to say to your viewers, or possibly an aspiring artist?
Do what you like, do what you feel, and do whatever gives to humanity. So like that, you can receive the same thing back.
All right, we're here with Alexis. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Enjoyed your artwork, and I enjoyed your message. You know, follow his words, follow his message, and we'll see you in the better end. As we were walking around the gallery, we saw a couple blocks that we weren't quite sure what it was. We took a step back and we realized that it was pieces of art. And we're here with the artist.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you. Tell people what your name is.
Mauricio Vitrago. I do all these creations that you see around me right here. I've been in the Bakehouse for a couple of years now, and I work all this concept, which is it's on wood, acrylic on wood, and it's all pixelated. It's the same concept that you see on a digital image of a computer. It's just taken to real life. Wood, acrylic on wood.
Yeah, it kind of almost reminds me of, you know, the 2D digital video game days, you know, but these are like images that you would never really expect to see like that.
Of course, it's that they're a little bit abstract when you see them here, but after you get a little bit far, you take some steps away, you're going to see the image emerge. And you'll see some are portraits, some are decorative, but most of all faces.
Where did this idea come from?
It's been an idea. I'm a graphic designer. I've been a graphic designer for almost 15 years now. And as a hobby, I always wanted to do something that had to do with art. And the only way that I could do some art now without me doing it, because all these little cubes you see here are all painted by seniors, old people. And those old people benefit from this. You know, it's a therapy for them, and they also get paid. It's a source of extra income, you know, for them at home.
So how did that come about to involve the seniors in this project?
Basically because of that, because I wanted to start doing my art without having myself time to do it. So I had to come up with a system, which is this system here, which is all painting by number process. So all these are the little pixels that they paint, and they all paint them by numbers, following a guide, which is that, okay? So that's basically the concept. So after all these are painted, I just put them together and they become faces.
So where do these color choices come from?
It's all in my head, man. It's all, first I decompose it on the computer. It's all computer graphics, you know, computer design. I do a lot in Photoshop. I do decomposing and pixelating on Photoshop, and then I translate it to acrylics.
So do you feel that your artwork inspires others to do something in another creative way, or do you just kind of see it as a way to express how you feel?
No, of course. I think this could inspire a lot of people, you know. At least it could inspire people in the way that they could do something that could probably help others. You know what I mean? Probably this system, I made it up because I couldn't do it, so I had to help others in some way that could also help me. And it could also help people in the pop art business, you know? Pop art, people who love pop art, there's many ways to do art.
Yeah.
If you're creative, you could do art whichever way you want, whichever way comes to your head.
Yeah, well, art is interdisciplinary, which I've learned from a professor that was an artist as well. But what do you feel that your next step with your artwork is? Where do you see yourself in maybe 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 years?
Well, I would see myself probably helping a lot of communities of low income, trying to get this stuff, you know, painted, and people that are always willing to be, you know, putting a little bit of help into it, you know, having the community work for this, having old people work for this, having kids in therapy, for therapy in hospitals.